Hi everyone, it's Jen from Jen Dubell Designs, and today I am going to walk you through my album that I just recently finished. Now this is using Graphic 45's Adventure Awaits, and I have a couple little things to go over with you before we dive into the album itself. So I discovered after all the embellishing, adding my signatures, doing all the stuff, that I made a boo-boo. I should have made my spines a little larger and one of my panels a little smaller. So in the description below, I'm going to give you the directions, the proper measurements. And unless you're somebody that really likes a squishy album that's super tight, because I did pack a lot of flips and flaps and places for photos in this, it just got a little bit squishy. Now it is usable this way. However, my suggestion would be to increase your spines from 1 1/4, both to 1 1/2. And then your panel that turns in, so you have your front and back panels that are 8 by 8. I would switch this one to 7 3/4 by 8. That gives you that little bit of 1/4 inch, so it's not pushing. As you can see, if this was a little bit smaller, you wouldn't have as much mess. Also, doing the 1 1/2 with our 1/2 inch signatures, you can put those right in the middle on both, and it's going to work a lot better. So that being said, I'll dive into the album. So what I did here is I paper pieced in squares, kind of a quilted look, some of the papers, and that's very simple to do. I did use some dies to cut the first 4 squares, but these are 1 5/8 by 1 5/8, but you can do any combination you want. You can even take 2 strips, put them down, or 2 squares, and then put a strip of this paper and a strip of this paper to get the same effect. Because I did put the border strips across here, it covers the gap that you would see of that green paper. I used white 65-pound smooth and then the green artisan for my matting. On here we have some of the chipboard, some of the ephemera pieces. And then if you watched or saw my sneak peek, my first one, this photo element here, this cut apart, was on the back waterfall cover, and I wanted to use it on the cover, so I did change that, and you will see that when we get inside. So on the spines, I added these trees, which you could not see in the photos I posted. This is the back, and then we have that striped ribbon, and then here's your other tree. When you first open this up, I apologize, I'm kind of losing my voice this morning. I'm not quite sure. I think it's too much pollen in the air right now in Oregon, and it's humid, so that is probably why. So your front here has a 3-inch pocket, and then that has a photo mat that is 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. And I did pop these 2 little guys up on regular chipboard and cut them down to fit over here. Now this is the panel that I was saying should be a little bit shorter. So I would cut this one down to 7 3/4 by 8. That way you have a little bit of give space over here before it hits the spine. Okay, so for this one, I have a piece of ephemera here that is one of the larger. I did use a tiny little paper clip just to hold this in place, and all the little things that I stuck in there. The photo mat that's in here I put on green, and you will also notice I did, on some pages, I used the white 65-pound smooth mat. Some of the photo mats are in green, some are in craft, which is what I used to wrap the album. And then I also did some of the matting in the green. But this photo mat is 7 by 5 3/4, and it's a landscape one. I have a little bit of the rub-ons on there. I'm going to flip this open. And our first signature, so there's 2 larger signatures and 2 smaller signatures to this album. 2 in the 1 large and 1 small in the front, 1 large, 1 small in the back. So this is how the first one works, and the bigger ones are pocket pages. So you have, grab one of these little guys, this one, and I have a little belly band in here so you can just stick stuff in if you want. This has a magnet inside of here, and there's also one on this panel. So when this is in, when this one slides in here, it magnetizes to this flap. So then you have a photo mat here. This is a piece of the ephemera. Right now I just have it on there with temporary tape because I wasn't sure how it was going to work. This is a 4.5 by 6. It just simply sits right inside of there. There's a magnet in here. There's also a magnet inside of here. So you get extra strength. Here we have some white 65-pound smooth on the stripe. And then I loved this. I didn't want to put anything else on there. But here we added some stickers. And then I'm just going to slide that all in like that. See how that catches? I should have put this tree on this side because it catches on this. I have to stick my hand under there. All right. Everybody makes boo-boos, right? So on the other side, we have a flap. And we also have a photo mat in the pocket of that one that is 5.5 by 7. A little bit of, I did not make that one a tuck spot, but you could. And then I have some of the rub-ons down there. And I'll just open, let's see here. I'm going to flip this over and go to the middle. This is our small signature. So these ones are identical. We have a pocket inside. I just threw a little, couple of the little cut-aparts in there. Have some rub-ons here. Flip that over, and I have one of the stickers here, one here, and a nice little photo mat there. Our middle section, I used some of the jute string, and there's just a little hole right here in the middle of the signature where it folds. And twine is the only thing that will work with this. If you're trying to do this with ribbon, I warn you, it will not work. You just want to use a large needle, thread that through like you were threading thread, and that makes that tie for you so that this doesn't flop. Or you could add a magnet. So this flips open this way. We have some of the border stickers here, as well as at the top. That closes, and that will open this way. And you have your pocket here with a photo mat. That is 5 3/4 by 7. Slides right in there. And then this also flips this way for this nice scene here. And you can put pictures here. Okay, so I'm just going to flip-flop that and tie that shut really quick. You just want to make sure when you're putting your hole in, if you do it this way, that you are making it so it lines up where you want to tie a bow. You don't want to obviously put a bow. I didn't tie that tight enough, but that's okay. You don't want to have a bow on top of your words or something. So, all right. Our first large signature in the back side. Open this up. I use some of the brown seam binding here. And this one flips open. There's room for photos here. And then we have a nice vertical waterfall, 5 pages there. And tie that shut. And then this one in the pocket, instead of the other one, we had the magnetized flip over. This one just has a regular photo mat that is 7 by 7.5. And I did some of the rub-ons, kind of layered them there and used the, these were cut actually from the paper. I cut those, I fussy cut those ones. But there's plenty if you have the ephemera pack to do that with ephemera. Flip that over. This one is super fun. So we have our doors here. This flips over and you have room for a photo, and then you can just pull this and then we have our photos here. This one, I wish I would have done this same thing on this side, and then I could do that fun little flippy pull just the same way on this side. So this one, we have stickers on the doors. This is one of the cut aparts. You'll see that boat a lot. I just love this little scene, so I did use it a lot. In there, I just have a couple pockets or mats that I tucked in, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. I had some leftover paper and I wanted to use some of these fun elements in the scraps. This one is 6 1/4 by 6, kind of a landscape style, and that fits nicely in there with this one just kind of on top of it. There's also a magnet here, and in the back side of this is what closes that. And then we're gonna flip that over, and then we have our other small, same thing as the other one. On the inside here, I have a little bit of the rub-ons. Use the stickers on this one. This photo mat is 5 1/4 by 6 1/4. You could go a little bit bigger, but this is a tuck on these. This is not gusseted. You could gusset these, but if you do gusset them, I would highly suggest putting a magnet or a tie, because if this is thicker, you can imagine this would be a little bit harder to turn. The back of this one is the same. We have a nice little photo mat. What I have on here, these photo mats are 4 and they're about 4 5/8. The green paper on the bottom by 6 1/8, and then that made it so I could put 4 3/4, or excuse me, 4 1/2 by 6 in the white. All right, off to this side. Now, this is where I changed up, because in my sneak peek, I used the one on the cover. I just cut this from one of the journaling cards, cut aparts, and placed it over the top. And if you cut it, if you do the same, I did 3 1/2 by 3 3/8, and it fit with that little green frame. I put it right on top of the other one because I had already made it. So this is a little belly band, because I don't like stuff flopping all over the place. This holds my pull waterfall down. So this is optional, but it is a nice little touch. And this is a pull waterfall that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So you have 2 5-page waterfalls in here. And I did put paper on both sides of the other one. I did not with this one because it is a pull waterfall. These tend to get a little tight if you put too much paper. So I did not do that. So again, I'm going to show you how to close this properly. So we are going to put the small one from this side in first, then the large one from this side, the small one from this side, the large one from this side, and that all closes nicely. Now, if I had made this a little shorter, this would not be such a challenge to close, okay? So I can't stress enough that I apologize for that, boo-boo, but I probably, like I said, if I'm going to keep this album for myself and use it, I will probably deconstruct it and put a bigger back or smaller back panel, the folding in panel. So that's my album. I hope you guys make one, and let me know if you guys have other tips on how to make this less squishy. I know, Jen, don't put as much stuff in it. It's probably what some of you are saying, but I like to put a lot of stuff in my albums. So, all right, bye-bye for now.